Hey guys, it's Frosting, and I would like to welcome you to my thoughts on Waku Sweets. I know recently I said that the next one that I make a video on, besides the Monster High stuff, was going to be Princess Peach Showtime, but I'm still making that slideshow, and I haven't gotten around to filming it yet, and this one was done faster, so I decided to just switch them around, and instead we're doing this one today. Okay, so, first of all, I love this game, and I was trying to do research on it to get actual stuff for the slideshow, and this game is so niche that there's not even a wiki. The only thing in the wiki fandom for this game is the release dates in Japan and America, and that apparently it was a DS game first. That is the only thing in the wiki. So all of the information is just from my experience playing the game and not from the internet because information just doesn't exist. Also, I love Takeo so much. We'll get around to him in a minute. But, Waku Sweets. First of all, you're probably thinking, well, Frosting, if this game is so niche, then you should probably explain what Waku Sweets is. And to you, random chat member in my head, I say, good idea. Waku Sweets is a game on the Switch where your goal is to become, the best pastry chef ever and return the mascot Puffy back to, I don't remember if it's, to give her magic back, or to turn her into a human, or to send her home, or something involving you make food, you make people happy with your food, she gets some kind of magical power back, and then she's like, yay, you did it! But I haven't actually gotten that part yet, I just got the baking part. But in the meantime, you get to bake, and, you use motion controls on the Switch to bake things, and the motion controls are fun, but I'm getting to that in a minute. I've been playing just with the joystick, because you can choose to not play it with motion controls. So, that's what I've been doing. Alright, let's get into it. First of all, I'm also going to be using a stylus when I film today, because instead of my hands, just because, Google Slides hates me, apparently. So, I'm sorry if there's an excess amount of clicking noises. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Yeah, it'll probably sound like that for a little bit. Alright. First of all, things I like about the game. I also want to just quickly mention that this wallpaper here is a screenshot from the game, and that because I couldn't find any Google images for it, I had to make my own. Alright, things that I like about the game. First of all, Takeo. He's one of the many, people that works at the same bakery as you, so you can, he helps you bake things. And he's an absolute little cutie pie, and I love him. Look at him in his little cat hoodie. Look at him. He's so cute. I like him a lot. And he's cool. I will definitely be buying sweets with the money he pays me. Yeah. He's my current fictional boyfriend. Anyway, next. The art style. Let's just take a minute to look at how adorable this is. This screenshot kind of blends in, but there's a little let's cook thing. This thing's cute. These are some cookies that I made. That's cute. This is the outside of her little house. That's cute. There's some baking things. This is what the contest hall looks like. Because at the end of each level, you do a contest. And if you win the contest, you move up a level. And if you don't, you have to stay at the level you're at. This game's way too easy, so I win every time. But there's a little contest hall. There's a guy that I had to fight in the contest. And also, my NPC. A little, player character. Why did I say NPC? Or PC, I guess. She's very pink, she's very cute, and I love her. The default one, though, is playing as this character named Lime, but at the beginning of the game, it lets you change your name, so I changed it, because I don't want to be this random chick named Lime, I want to be me. I would show you guys clips from the game, but because it's me, I named her my real name, and not the Frosting Channel name, so I can't show, actual, clips from the game without editing them a ton, because I don't want y'all knowing what my name is right now. Anyway, next up, the music is so catchy. I'm gonna insert the clip in here because Google Slides doesn't let me play videos, but none of the music belongs to me. All of the music belongs to the wonderful people at Nintendo Switch, people that made Waku Sweets, and none of it belongs to me. I am using it under fair use, whatever that thing is, and YouTube, don't strike me down, please. I'm only gonna put, a few seconds of each song in here, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. but the music is very catchy, and it's so fun to listen to, and it gives off a very, like, cutesy anime vibe. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Put the music in here. Hey, you're back. Did you enjoy the music? I hope you did, because I also enjoyed the music. Woohoo! Anyway, as you can see, it's definitely very catchy, and one of them might be stuck in your head now. Wow! I don't remember what the channel's name was, but someone uploaded them on YouTube. And, I'm not gonna link that person, because I don't want YouTube to strike them down, because Nintendo's weird about their copyright. But, they did, and I appreciate that very much. Alright, next up, I think the premise of the game is interesting. Just like the concept of not only becoming the best baker just because you can, but because there's a magical bunny creature who's supposed to be, like, who needs you to do that. Because, like, I think at the beginning of the game, there's, like, a giant cutscene where she comes in and she's like, I can grant your wish of becoming the most amazing baker ever if you help me get my magic back. And you're like, okay. And then that's just where the game starts. So I think that premise is interesting. It's not just a baking game. There's a little bit of lore to it also. Keep in mind, this is definitely a kid's game, and considering the fact that I'm 18 and not 8, this game is a little too easy for me, and so, like, I'm getting the premise faster, but yeah. I just dropped my pen. That's great. Anyway. I like it. It's a very fun little premise, and I think that, like, I like how it's not just baking. Like, actual lore and story things are fun. Alright, motion controls are fun. Sometimes. I have clips for this one because the motion controls, they are very fun, right? Because you get to, like, I think every now and then it'll be like, I need you to stir this, and you'll have to, like, shake the controller a ton to get the whisk to stir. Or it'll be like, pull this out of the oven, and you, like, flick your hand down like you're opening the oven drawer. Or it's like, crack this egg, and you have to, like, hit your hand against something to pretend like you're cracking an egg, right? Stuff like that. But other times it's really annoying, and sometimes it's a little too much. Like, if I'm just sitting here, it's like 12 o'clock at night, I'm thinking, I don't want to do a motion control right now. I want to be the most lazy human being ever. So you can just not do that, but, it is still a thing. Alright. The game is so easy that it actually feels relaxing. I think a lot of the issue with cozy games is that they claim to be cozy and relaxing, but there's so much going on inside the game that it doesn't feel that way sometimes. Like, for example, the one time that I played Stardew Valley, it felt like it was supposed to be a cozy game, and that's what it's under, because people just farm and romance people all day. But there's also so much going on in the game that it's hard to actually turn your mind off and relax. This one, it's so easy, because it's made for, like, 8-year-olds, that me being 18, I can just do it, shut my mind off, just, that I like to play this game when I'm on the phone, because, like, every day I call my friends, and we hang out over the phone for a little bit, and I like to do that while I'm talking to them, because I can actually focus on their conversation and play this game at the same time. Now, occasionally, I do have to kind of, like, lock in and be like, wait a second, guys, I'm doing a contest, I gotta lock in. But besides that, it's fun. And I like it, and I think, Pudding, if you're watching this, you'll know that I like this game, but I also crash out over it sometimes. Macaroons are the most annoying thing to make in this game, and my score on them right now is like a 99, and I want it to be 100, and I can't get the 100, so I'm boycotting macaroons. Anyway, I like playing little kid games because they're so easy that you can actually relax and unwind. Although sometimes they're really hard and they're annoying, and I'm like, what child is beating this? Like any Mario game, I look at it and think, what child is playing this and winning? Alright, moving on to the things I don't like. First, my biggest complaint, the NPC system. Oh my god, I hate this so much. I have clips from the game that I'm going to put in here and actually take the time to edit my name out for you so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. But, okay, this is the map that you get in the game. Yes, I took the screenshot from my own progress, so this is where I was at during it. You have your room right here where, you start your day. This space right here. Hold on, I need a circle. I need a circle so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Wait, why did I pick green? That's a terrible color. Can I do hot pink? I'll just do yellow. Yellow will work just fine. Okay. So that's the room that you start in, right? This space here, this one right here, is the bakery where you actually go and, you make things, and that's how you get all of your money in the corner there. I had more, and then I spent it. This store down, wait for it. This one down here is where you go to, buy recipes and stuff. So, you use the money you get by baking things to go buy recipes to then be able to make more things. And then as I go, I just try to get all the recipes. And then, even if I don't use them right away, I just buy them as soon as I can. This store right here is where you go to do, the character customization stuff. It's really just hair. The customization is very limited, though. And, I get it for a kid's game. And, I didn't make a slide about it because I don't mind it. But, you get, 4 hairstyles and, 6 different colors. And that's it. Then, the part that bothers me, wait for it, this is the contest hall. That's the fun part. That doesn't bother me. I don't remember what this purple one is. But, anyway, the part that bothers me is you see how on some of these locations, how there's a little exclamation point at the top? Right there. Well, whenever you click on a location with an exclamation point, besides the contest hall, hello, ignore this one. This little contest hall here does not matter. Whenever you click on a location with an exclamation point, that takes you to the part where you meet an NPC and you talk to them, and they're usually I think the one that I'm on right now is the library, so one of the characters in there is like, man, studying is so hard, I wish I had a treat to help me get over it and to give me some energy. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute, I think I might have something. So then it automatically pulls up your inventory, which I took this while hanging out in my room, which my character's adorable, by the way, but you only have 6 inventory slots. That bugs me. Why can you not have more? There's so many NPCs and you only have 6 slots? No. Anyway, so, it pulls up this inventory slot, and you're supposed to pick one of the options, give it to the person, and then one of 2 things will happen. One, it's the thing they wanted, and they're like, wow, this is exactly what I wanted. It's so delicious, thank you. And you make people happy, and then they walk away, and then Puffy comes back, the little bunny thing from earlier, and she's like, wow, insert your character name here, you did it. You made this person happy, keep going. Then, other times, if you don't have the right thing on you, or if you just don't have anything at all, because your inventory can be empty, you're just like, the guy's like, oh, well, this isn't what I wanted, but it's delicious, thank you, and then he walks away, right? And then Puffy comes back and she yells at you, and he's like, he wanted a strawberry roll cake, and you gave him a strawberry cookie. How dare you? You are the worst human being to ever exist. Get your shit together now, right? And, that's fine, right? I get it. You're supposed to make people happy with the stuff you make. However, the system is so annoying because, 1, there is no way to keep track of which NPCs you've met and what they like. to be able to go home and make it. Because, other thing, anything that you make in the bakery over here doesn't transfer to your inventory. You bake things here to get money. If you want something in your inventory, you have to take time away from making money to make them in your house, just to put them in your inventory. So, that's irritating. Second of all, because there's no way to track which NPC you've met which thing you like, there's also no way to know which NPC is gonna spawn at that particular location. You have no idea. I think there's like 2 for the library, there's like 2 for the park, there's 2 or 3 for this bakery down here. I don't remember what this purple one is. There's 2 or 3 up there. There's so many NPCs everywhere, and you don't know where they're gonna be at, what they're gonna do. I think the other day I was playing it, and one of the NPCs from the park is this, like, sweet old lady who just, like, comes to the park to hang out occasionally. And then if you don't have anything, she's like, well, I guess I better get back to the nursing home, right? She spawned over here the other day. And I was like, what are you doing, lady? It's just so annoying, because how am I supposed to make people happy with the food that I make if I don't know who's happy about which thing that I make? And there's no, like, way to keep up with it. Like, I'm using Stardew Valley as an example again, but you know how in Stardew Valley, how there's, like, that little list of the NPCs, and they all have the little hearts by it, and you're like, oh, well, this, what's her name, Abigail, has a heart on it, meaning that I gave her something she liked, you know? So now I need to give her more of that thing, because I know she likes it. Or, you know, because the game is popular enough, you can Google what each NPC likes, figure out how to get the item, and then give it to them, right? There's no way to do that in this game. And I thought about writing it down, like, character name, wants this thing, spawns here, right? But then I'd have to write it down, and that would take forever, and there's not really a point in doing that. I think if they ever put this game on the Switch too, they need to add a system where you can keep up with the NPCs. Because you can't make people happy if you don't know who to make happy when or where. It's the most annoying thing in the game. I also feel like you should get more inventory space, because only 6 is not enough, right? Then, also, let's say hypothetically, if I had something made, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's say hypothetically, if I had something in my inventory that I made for the old lady that spawns in the park, right? But then, the other NPC shows up, there isn't an option to say no, right? Like, if your inventory is empty, your character is just like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have anything with me today, and then they walk away all sad, right? There is no option to say no if you have stuff in your inventory. If you have even one thing in your inventory, you have to give it to the NPC, and it be the wrong thing, and there's no way to say, I'm sorry, I don't have what you want, right? You can't, there's no button for that, and I feel like there should be. Because, like, if you have something saved for a certain NPC, but you have to give it to the wrong one, so you have to bake in your house constantly, it's just really irritating. And I do not like the system in this game whatsoever. I find it very annoying. That is my biggest complaint about this game. And the reason why I don't play it as much as I probably should, because I can't figure it out. There is literally no way to figure it out. And then I was looking at it on YouTube, and there's not a whole ton of videos on it. I think the only YouTube videos I found were people, like, playing the game for the first time, and it's, like, 20 minutes long, and, like, you can't figure this game out in 20 minutes. I definitely couldn't, right? It's just, it's so annoying. And if any of you have played in the comments and don't understand my struggle because y'all have figured it out, tell me. But I can't with this game. With that. It's annoying. Alright, moving on. The gameplay feels tedious at times. Earlier I mentioned that the motion controls are fun. Sometimes. This is the sometimes. Sometimes it feels really tedious, and, like, you have to do the same hand motion 16 different times to get the result. And, like, I don't mind it most of the time, and in the screen recording it looks a lot faster than it feels, but it's still not great, right? Like, for example, if you make anything with chocolate in it, the very first step is cutting up a chocolate bar so that you can actually, you know, use the chocolate in it, and there's, like, 16 different spots you have to split it down. Let me see if I can use a shape as an example again. I have the video where we're talking about this. Alright, cube. This is the chocolate bar. Yes. That's as brown as that's gonna get. Alright, chocolate bar. Yep, Do I have... Can I do this? You know what? Fine. We'll use white as an example for this one. Alright, so for example, you'd have to cut it here, and then you'd have to cut it here, and then you'd have to cut it here, and then you'd have to cut it here, and here, and here, 14 gajillion times. And then there's also a little pop-up that's like, press L and swipe this way in between each thing. Then you have to cut it again, wait for it, to cut it again along here, and along here, and along here. And like, it's just annoying to have to do all of that for no reason. Like, I don't know, it's mostly fine. It just feels a little tedious at times, and I feel like if you're doing the same motion over and over and over again, you don't need to remind me to press L every time. We know. Even an 8-year-old could figure that out. Alright, next up, and the last thing I'm doing in this video today is the character ranking. There's not a ton of characters in this game, but there's enough for me to rank them, so we're going to do that. Alright, first up, this is the manager. She's the one who, I think, owns the bakery. I don't remember what her name is, but she owns the bakery, and she's the one that tells you when you level up with the contests. I think she's the one that, like, introduces you at the very beginning of the game. You know, she's chill. I don't mind her, but... Okay, this is easier with the stylus. Character design-wise, I like her a lot. I think the fruit hat is a little excessive, but my biggest issue with her is that she doesn't pop up in the game enough. The only time you ever actually see her in the game is if you go into work on the one day that they're closed, because every Monday the bakery's closed, which I guess is a good thing because it gives you a day to, like, bake things in your house and give it to people and whatnot, but we all know how I feel about that system. Anyway, I guess that's fine, but the only time you ever actually see her is if you try to go into the bakery on that day, and she's like, hey, what are you doing here? It's closed. I'm gonna give her a solid A. I don't mind her. She's just not my favorite. You know, this is so much easier with the stylus. I know, like, the clicky sounds might be a little annoying occasionally, but it's so much easier. Alright, next up, we'll do this one. This is Puffy! This is the cute little bunny thing that you're trying to help at the beginning of the game, and you're supposed to give her her magic bag. I'd like a plushie of her. I think she's cute. But she's also a little bitch sometimes in the game. Would you... Alright, she's a little bitch in the game sometimes, and she's very annoying. She, he, they, I think it's either a she or a they. I don't think it's a dude. But again, there's no information on the wiki, so I can't look it up. Anyway, I'm gonna give Puffy a solid A also, just because, like, she is cute, but she's also annoying. You, however, are getting C tier, because I don't like you. She's your rival in the game. She's also wanting to become a great pastry chef, so every time you go to a competition, you have to beat her in, like, the final round or whatever, and you're like, man, I made it to the finals, but, and then she shows up, and she's like, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna beat you, you can't bake worth a crap, ha ha. And so she's kind of annoying. I don't like her. Character design-wise, she's adorable. I just don't like her for that reason, so she's going in C tier. I'd put her lower if she wasn't as cute adorable, but, you know, down there she goes. Alright, next up, you know we gotta put Takayo in S tier. There's not even hesitation. I made a whole slide at the beginning of this because I love him so much. There's that. Next up we have Ichiro. I have thoughts on this one. Chat, since this game is so niche, there's a very low possibility that you guys have actually played this game. Does this look like a man? Or a woman? Or both? Or neither? I have no idea. In the game, it says he when talking to him, So I'm assuming it's a guy because this is a game made for 8-year-olds. But also, the hair is so long. I cut it off because he said my name in this text bubble. But like, the name, or the hair is so long, and he calls you babe regularly. I think if you like bake things with him in the game and he pays you, he's like, I know you want to use this money to buy me lots of gifts, but make sure to save some for yourself. And your character gets irritated with him. So I can't tell. I don't like this guy. He's annoying. I'm putting him down here. Would you quit doing that, iPad? Okay, there we go. Wait. There we go. And last but not least is Kazuma, I think. He's just the other guy in the co-working department. I have very mutual feelings about him. He's just kind of there. He looks fine, I suppose. I think I like the pink eyeballs. But, you know, sorry, I had a yawn. He's just kind of there. I'm just gonna give him solid B, because he's middle of the road. Alright, and that is the completed character ranking for Waku Waku Sweets. Now, there are more characters in this game, because I could have ranked all the NPCs, right? However, because of the fact that the NPC system is a piece of shit, I couldn't actually go and, like, find them all, and I don't know how many NPCs there are versus how many I've met, so I don't know, like, where they all are, and it would take me 14 years of actually playing this game to meet them all, so I didn't choose to rank them. If this video gets enough views on it, I'll make a part 2, and I'll rank all the NPCs, and I might even figure out how to play it live one day. I don't know. But I hope that you guys enjoyed my rambling on Waku Waku Sweets. My total evaluation is going to be a ranking of 9 out of 10, just because the NPC system is so bad. And then this screenshot right here is actually from the game, and whenever you bake things and get 100 points, it gives you your score. So I thought using that here would be kind of funny. Anyway, overall, 9 out of 10. There's definitely a lot this game could improve on, but it is also a very fun game. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.